So, I just got out of the shower, but in an effort to keep this video legal, I put some clothes on, but you may not. Well, first off, you're going to want to shower first. Take a nice hot shower because it'll loosen up your muscles and make you less likely to be stiff, and it will hurt when you stick things in your butt or thigh. I prefer to do it in the butt. But you may want to just not wear a shirt, or just wear a wife beater or something. Because seriously, you don't want shit getting in your way. Which brings me to something else. You want to take any rings or whatever off your hands, and what I like to do, I know this is kind of funny, put a hat on or something. I don't know. I have some hair, so it's nerdy, but I don't want shit flying in my face, so I got needles in my ass and I can't see, and so on and so forth. So, you're going to want to wash your hands. I'm putting alcohol in mine. Get good in there. And a couple things I wanted to mention that I'll get to. So, you're going to want to take your vial. Sweet Lord. Dear Mother of God. It's because I try to put two vials in one box. Take your vial. No matter how clean you think it is, or you hit it somewhere special that no one is supposed to be able to find, you're going to want to wipe it anyway, because you can't see the goo that might be on it. So, you take your cotton pad, try to use one that doesn't have shit tons of lint coming off of it, and, put some alcohol on it, rub it on there, get it good in there. You're going to want to rub it for good, just rub it for a bit. Okay. If you seem to have some excess on there, that's cool, because it'll just evaporate. Okay. Make sure you get it in that rubber stopper. Now, yeah, you're gonna let it dry. Then you're gonna want to take your. I just wash my ass, but for demonstration's sake, I'm gonna do this. You're gonna want to go ahead and wipe the spot you're gonna do. I just like to wipe the whole area because it might stab here, it might stab over there. So just give your ass a good wipe down. One thing I want to mention, when I was at the clinic, they were telling me, you can't inject in your own butt because you're gonna do it wrong, and you have to do it in your thigh. And dude, I have really skinny thighs, and this needle is fucking long, and no, okay, I've felt it go too deep, and it doesn't feel good at all. So I'd rather just stick it in my ass. And you can do your own ass, seriously. It's not fucking rocket science. Okay? Now, the other thing I wanted to mention that your doctor may not have told you that is really, to me, helpful way of figuring out where to stick the thing is, your ass. You want to imagine your ass cheek has got like a cross going down the middle of it, like a T. Alright, just imagine you've got a crosshair on your ass. Where you want to inject crosshair, ass cheek, is going to be in the outer upper quadrant. So if you just look at your ass, imagine there's a T across the very middle of it. This part is where you want to inject. Anywhere in that area, like the outer upper quadrant of a crosshair on your ass cheek is where you want to inject. So anywhere in there, you're good. Okay? That's how you figure out where to stick it, so you're not like, oh no, and put it in my ass crack or what, okay? So, now my bottle is dry. One thing that I've heard described to me that I just didn't get, because I'm special, I don't know, that I'd like to outline, take the cap off, is before you try to suck any liquid out of this, you're going to want to put air in it. This needle is already sterile, it came right out of the package, so I don't need to rub it with some shit. Just stick air in there, man. I was like stupid, and I kept drawing without injecting a whole lot of air. Because I thought, you know, okay, I'll put a little air in. I just need a little, right? No. You're going to want to inject as much air in as what you're going to be drawing out. So if you're drawing out a milliliter, you want to inject a milliliter of air. It's going to make it way easier to draw. And you're not going to be like pulling on this thing, drawing bubbles through. Because I kept getting a bunch of bubbles. And that's because I just didn't have enough. Ah! My phone is ringing. Okay, so, sorry, my phone rang, and I dropped that needle. You really shouldn't just ignore your phone. Put it somewhere where you're not gonna be distracted by it ringing. I'm doing a video, so I needed to stop it, and I don't want this shit ringing, and blah blah. Yeah, I don't want to use a needle that I just dropped, so I'm opening a new one. Another thing I'd like to mention, I was surprised when my clinician prescribed me this enormous box of needles. And when I went to the pharmacy, they're like, you don't need that many needles, we'll just give you a little bit, we'll give you like part of the box. And I was like, you sure? And they're like, yeah, you don't need that many needles. And I found out the reason was because they told me, they said, you just draw up and inject with the same one. Don't do that. Don't. It's like not worth it. Okay, just when a needle is designed to be used one time, that's what the edge of it is. It's beveled. It's a one-use thing. You don't use a needle over and over. I'm hoping that you fucking don't. So as soon as you shove that into the rubber stopper, that razor-fine edge on it is already gone. So you don't want to be shoving that into your butt. You're going to cause yourself unnecessary pain. It's the same reason why you wouldn't let a piercer use the same needle on you twice. Even if it's just you and you're getting more than one done, don't do that. It causes unnecessary pain and tissue trauma. So, anyway, yeah, you want to inject air. Get that entire box of needles, because you might do some shit like I just did and drop them everywhere. And you're also going to want to use separate needles to draw up and inject so you can have a safe, sharp experience. Right now I'm injecting air. This video is going to be too long, so I'm going to have to make a part 2. Now, you're going to want to pull the needle down until the bevel is completely underneath the line, so that, yeah, you aren't injecting, or you aren't drawing up air bubbles, because that'll be a pain in the ass in a minute. Anyway, as you pull, you're going to get some air bubbles. That's okay, you can squeeze them back out. I mean, you're not in any kind of hurry, right? Hopefully. I'm just going to make 2 videos for this, so I'm not like rushing through it. But you're going to want to slowly draw, take your time. If you try to force it, you're going to pull a bunch of air through it. So, go real nice and slow. You have the amount you need. I like to do a little bit more than I need, just a tiny bit. Reason being, when I replace the needle, a little bit comes out the top, so I lose some. And I also like to push until it's dripping out the tip of the needle, so I'm not injecting any air, because that just freaks me out. I'm going to turn this off, I'm going to make part 2.